Well, hello, and welcome to another. Wow, I got an echo tonight. Okay, so let's turn this down a little bit. All right, and welcome to another exciting night of live chat Saturday night on our RV related topics. My name is Aaron, and tonight we are going to talk about a few things that have been going on in the RV community. So if you have like to get involved, go ahead and send me an email at 3tailsRV.com and we will get you on here with us tonight. So to roll this thing off, this is really driving me nuts because it's got just a little bit of an echo. So it's just catching up with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this down a little bit, and that way I can just talk away and you can hear me. So again, this is Aaron and live at, whoa, I just heard my phone go off. Hold on a second, folks. All right, so what we're going to do tonight is live chat Saturday night, and we are going to have a discussion about, let's see. First, we're going to talk about some of the things that we've been doing in our RV as we get closer to September and getting ready to take our RV on the road. So, some of the things that we've been working on is we recently installed a Max Air fan. I did that yesterday. And also 2 360 siphon vent caps for the water tank and the sewage. So if you didn't see that video, it's called Fiddling on the Roof, and that is on my YouTube channel. So we've also continued working on our pine plank covers for our ceiling in our RV. So, and if I can take this real quick, and I'll show you that. So we'll go this way, and that'll give you an idea of what we've been doing. So there's that. And now I'll put this back here. Whoops, fell off. Damn it. Okay. Everything works great until it's time to go live. All right. Let's try this again. So there's that. And that brings you up to date on the different things that we've been working on in our RV. We have a lot more projects coming up, and like I said, we're trying to get ready to go and get our RV travels going here in the late part of September, going to the Midwest area for a wedding. So there's a lot of other things that are coming up, and a lot of more information that'll be coming out here in the next few weeks, and until we get ready to go. So there you have it. One of the topics that we wanted to talk about tonight are RV spring cleaning and maintenance tips. And if you want to see more information about this, you can go to our blog page at 3tailsRV.com. So we came up with a list of 10 items that you can do in your RV to get ready for the summer months. So let's start talking about some of those. The number one thing that we've got written down here is to sanitize your water tank system. Use bleach to flush out the old water tanks and get rid of the bacteria that might have built up over the wintertime. The number two thing that we've got on here is to maintain the generator. Like any engine, or the generator requires an oil change, filters, and about 100 hours of use. If you're not comfortable doing this, then go ahead and go to a shop. Or there's many great YouTube videos that you can check. It'll save you money and time. Next thing you want to look at is preparing your air conditioner units. This is a must before the dog days of summer so that you can use your RV to its optimum potential by cleaning the coils. And yes, that means you got to get up on a ladder and actually look at those. And you'll also want to change out the filters in there too. Number 4, you need to check your tires. That's an important place where the rubber meets the road. So you want to make sure that there's no dry rot, ensure that the lug nuts are tight security, and that the air is filled at the recommended pressures. Many dealerships offer a repair service, and that's a good idea for this season. The next thing you need to look at is your roof. I was up there when I was doing a maintenance check while I was installing the fans and the vent caps. So what I was looking for up there was any cracks that are in the sealant and stuff that I need to get to before it really gets out of hand in the winter, or from the winter and the water that may seep into your RV. So it's really important to get up there and take a look at your roof. The next thing you need to take a look at is the batteries in your RV. Make sure that they're topped off with water and that they're running smoothly. You can run a diagnostic check on those, or you can take those to any automotive store and they'll do the check for you for absolutely free. One thing that you really need to emphasis on is to look at your gas system and your propane system. A lot of the hoses can become deteriorated from use or lack of being used since being stored or used over the wintertime. So you might want to take a look at those. Go and look at your refrigerator lines. Look at the different lines throughout your RV and make sure that they're in optimum condition. Another thing to think about is looking at your awning, window sills, outdoor compartment doors. Make sure that everything is watertight and cleanliness. Remove mildew from your rig. Give it a good bath and things like that. And the next thing that we've got on the list is to refill your fluids in your RV, such as your radiator brake fluid, power steering transmission fluid, windshield wiper fluid. Make sure everything is topped off and ready for use. And then the last one we have listed here is to look at your towing setup over and make sure that everything is working correctly. The lights are working, the brake system is working, the signals are working, and all that other fun stuff. So like I said, if you really want to see that RV list that I just talked about, you can go to 3tailsRV, and it is one of our blog spot. It is the 10 spring cleaning and maintenance tips that you can do to your RV to get ready for the summer months. So there's that. So we talked about the RV stuff during the summer months. Hey Chad, how's it going? See, I got it to work. Nice. So I'm just talking with Chad Martin here. He has been following us for a while and actually was going to talk about getting on for a couple nights, but he's got friends over tonight and they are watching, what did he say? They are watching UFC tonight. So his RV is not a priority and UFC is. That's okay though. Okay. UFC, I'm sorry. He corrected me. I don't know if Rob is going to be on tonight, but let's see, we talked about the spring maintenance stuff that you can do. And we've already started going through a lot of that stuff ourselves. Our generator is not working for some reason, and I'm going to go ahead and get that looked at by a professional. He's going to come out one of these days and do a complete system check for me. And hopefully we won't need too much work or repair on it. So Other things that we are going to need to be done, we still got to figure out what's going on with our water pump in the water system. The people that had it before me said that it was not working, but it would be an easy fix, and I went down there and looked. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, chat. We'll make Chad, I'm sorry. Oof. So those are some of the things that we're working on. Like I said, we're going to get ready to go here at the end of September. So we've got a few months to get a few things done. Chad, anything you want to talk about? I'll take that as a no. So according to our sheet here, we have 2 viewers. Go ahead and type in your information or say hi, and I'll give you a quick shout out. The water pump issue, Chad, is they said the pump quit working. So I haven't really done any diagnostics to it yet because it's April. It's not even April yet. It's still February. And I haven't had a chance due to weather to get out there and actually take a look at it. I know I'm going to order a new pump, but I'm not sure if the electrical's getting to it or not, and I may have to rewire that. It's not really that big of a process. It's just running a 12 volt to it with a switch, and then we're back down to the pumps so it'll start. It's actually pretty easy. It's actually for the RV. Yeah. It's a pretty simple task. It's just getting in there and getting the time to do it. I've been working on the pine boards and getting fans and stuff in before it rains. So that's been a little bit more of a priority. And then I'm going to have to crawl in there and I want to make sure the tanks are full, and then I've got to drain the tanks and make sure that there's no holes in them and nothing that's going to impede the operation of it. So it's going to take probably a weekend just to work on that. You want to fly out and help me, Chad? So what type of RV do you have, Chad? A 1986 Ford E350, 26 footer, C-Class? Class C? Sorry. You know, this would be so much easier if you just get on here and chat for a little bit. Okay. So it is a Class C. 26 footer, 1986 Ford E350. That's not bad. I got a 34 foot Fleetwood Limited. It's a 1986 or an 87. It's a beast, but it's mine. So, I really hate that there's an echo. So if I turn this down, there we go. Whoops, actually that dulls the broadcast. So let's turn this back up. There is a slight delay in this for me, so. No. I just did that patch fix to it. I just put the tape over the top of it for now. That's what you get when you put your elbow or your hand in the wrong place. Not a lot of fun. I haven't even looked to see what they cost, but I know it's not going to be cheap. Just one of those things. And that's why I didn't take it out of the video. Stuff happens and you just got to go with the flow. So, let's go back to some of the posts. Well, it doesn't look like Rob's going to make it tonight, but usually he's a little bit later as it is. I'm trying, Kurt. I'm trying, Chad. Damn, just having a bad night with names. I'm trying to keep up with the content. I got a couple more videos coming up that are going to be more about us getting ready on our travels. So those will be coming. But I appreciate the comment back. $9.15. Where you at, Chad? Oklahoma. I'm originally from Iowa, and I've been down that way, in Mississippi and all over the place. Retired Navy. I'm sorry. Laugh out loud. Oh. Must have been an Army guy, huh? It's alright. I just did my job. That's what I say to everybody, whoever says thanks for you for your service. I didn't do anything special. I just did my job. So we got 2 other watchers tonight. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat for me, and I'll answer those as best I can. Right now I'm having a little bit of a talk with Chad Martin. Him and I have been trying to get connected for quite a while. The chat bar is open, folks. If you have any questions or if you want to become a part of the conversation, go ahead and email 3tailsRV@gmail.com. And I will send you the link and we'll get you on tonight. Try and keep this at an hour, but if I don't get enough or a ton audience participation, then I'm going to go ahead and keep it down to about a half hour. All right, I have 3 dogs. We have the baby, and her name is Snickers. We have the male. He's the next oldest, and his name is Bud. And our fuzzy-haired mama, which, keep backing up here. Okay. Her name is Daisy. So we have the 3tails, which is our dachshunds, RV. Hello from Michigan, from Cold Toes. And we have Laura House. Welcome to the group. 5 people. So those are the 3tails. And I think I've said it on the radio show. The RV is not ours. I mean, it is ours, but when you have pets, they own it. You just borrow the space. If you're lucky, Lori says. She's here. She just doesn't want to be on camera. So, if you got some questions, she will answer via me. So, Laura, what kind of RV do you have? She wants to see Snickers again. Come here, Snickies.
She's got a treat.
Oh. They get a 7 o'clock treat, so she'll be out in a little bit. That's Snickers anyway. She is a double dapple. She's a double dapple and be 3 next month. But as soon as I can catch up with her, I'll get her up here. 35-foot wheel Jayco. Nice. So, Laura, are you full-timing or is it just a weekender? Lori and I are working on 19 months, going next to be 20 months. Is that right?
16.
Huh?
16.
16 months? Next November will be the 2-year mark for us. Are you enjoying it so far? Cold Toes says that they're not full-timing yet, but her hubby works on the pipeline and they are looking to buy one so I can join him. That's really nice. And no wonder you got cold toes if you're up in Alaska. 28 to 38 foot fifth wheeler anywhere in 2000 to present and more. I read, I'm wondering if I can push the envelope and get an older one. Yeah, Lori put it very simply. It depends on how much work you want to put into them. The newer one at least will have a warranty, and the older ones, as things break, you got to repair them and get things back to running up to full spectrum. At least that's my opinion. We bought an older one. Chad has an older one. I'm not sure about Laura, but I'm not sure how old her Jayco is. So I don't know how they might have a little bit of input on the same thing. So here is Snickers. She looks really happy. She hates being held up. But there's my sweetie. Yeah. And she got her survival collar on with her tag, with her phone number in case she gets lost. Yeah, that's a sweetie. Okay, there's Snickers. So hopefully she got enough of her. All right, there you go. Thank you, Laura. Any thought, Laura or Chad, about having buying a new RV or an older RV? Laura says that she does have a heating problem, electrical heaters. This winter cost is killing me, and I'm thinking the stove. Thoughts? Jayco is a 1995 fix it up, but it's in great shape. And then Cold Toes says that we have purchased it before. I can join him, so I'm hesitant
To save up 20 grand if I can.
hesitant to save up 20 grand if I can get for 12 grand.
Hey. You're sleeping.
Well, I can see where you're coming from with that, Cold Toes. That's kind of why we got into what we got into. Even though we've spent a lot of money and time invested in it, but it's also going to be your home. And Chad, Lori is replying to Mel. It's all on what you want to do with it. If you want to spend the money and have the warranty, then and you're not worried about things breaking and fixing them, then that's fine. Or you can go the other way and things might break and you might need to do something with it. And Laura says that she thinks that the older is the way to go. That way you can make it your own. Which I agree, because that's what Lori and I have done. With ours, the only thing I wish that we had was a slide outs. This one doesn't have any at all. That would give us a little more room. And give the dog some more room and so on and so forth. That's it. The only thing I think that we missed the most was being have a little more room.
Okay, I'm okay.
All right, and here's your response, Chad, from Mel, or to Mel, from Lori. So we're all in RVs. We all have RVs. I don't know if Chad's doing full time. He hasn't really said. What's the one thing you most miss about a Bricks and Sticks house? And it's weird watching this.
Yeah, no.
Because if I would put it over here, now I can hear it and there's no delay. So it's much better.
You need to make the web page smaller so you can have them side by side.
Like that.
Uh-oh.
Whoops, wrong one. There it is. Now you can see everybody.
Yeah, what was the Piper's?
Viper's a Cocker Beagle mix. Oh! Bud. Oh, sorry, folks.
What a cute baby.
Okay, Colto says that we will be full time as soon as we wanted something reliable, but I don't know what brand new, as there are more issues from what I hear. Looking at the Newmar Creek, Cedar Creek, and Carriage, and 3 slides. I hear you there, Laura. You can get away with a few things going, but you really got to watch what you're using. I know when we run the microwave, we can't run anything else. And same goes with our convection oven. If we run a small heater in the back, it usually pops the circuit, and then we've got to go out and fix that. What did I do? Let's go back. No. Okay. Whew. Sorry about that, folks. I kind of pushed a button and went somewhere else. And I lost the chat. Hello? Is anybody there? There we go. See if anybody's got any messages for me. We have a Class A, so I don't really haul anything. Class A motorhome, and we're planning on pulling our. Well, we're looking at two different things. We're either going to pull our Dodge Dakota, or we have a motorcycle trailer that we have thought about adding a washing machine and dryer to it and pull that. So those are the two things that we might be pulling. I haven't really made a decision yet. There's really no place in our RV for a laundry services. And that's one of the things Lori says that she would really like to have. So if I can convert over the trailer into a laundry mat type thing, then we can use that as we hit the road. And then we can also store more items in it, and I can put a lot of my shop tools and things that I like to do woodworking with in there. So that's an option that we're looking at. I hope that answered that for you. Oops, nice pink lighter. So what made you go with a fifth wheel? They're cold toes. According to, well, I'll pass that on to her. Well, so you're talking about the oil fields up in Montana or Alaska? Just typing a quick message to Mr. Rob Scribner. That makes sense. In Dakota? North or south? The Dakotas are beautiful. We loved that when we came through there going to Washington. We spent the night in Yosemite National Park. That brings up a really, really cute story. As we were going through, we were going to stay in the main resort there in Yellowstone. And we got out there and found out that they were completely packed. So they told us we needed to go up the road and take a left and take the pass, and that would take us to the nearest city, and we get a hotel there. Well, we get up there, and the pass is closed at dusk. So we have to go the other way. So we're driving along, and we're going through Yellowstone, and we come up on this car full of kids. And as we pull up alongside them, we roll down the window, and we're talking to them, and we're like, what's going on? They explained to us that there's a bear up in front of us. And we didn't think anything of it, so we just keep going. And as we got closer, there's a bear, and she has 3 cubs. And we're following along, and we're getting closer, and every time we get a little too close, she'd stop and turn around and look. And then we keep edging them on a little bit further, a little further, and you see these little cubs running with their little legs going crazy. And we finally got, it was like 3 miles later, pull out, get them into a Y connection, and I led her up into the one Y so that we could go the other way. And you can see when Mom stopped, all 3 cubs are upside down with their legs, just like, oh, I can't believe that's over. That was cool. So that's one of our favorite Yellowstone stories. So North Dakota is where you're talking about, and they do have an RV park, by the way, in the winter months. It was an awesome sight to see, that Yellowstone story. The Dakotas are awesome, but I can't imagine staying out there in the winter time, even working in the rigs. One of Lori's sons worked in the rigs in Montana. He drives semi and was driving things back and forth to him. So we've got a little first-hand experience with all that. And it's amazing how expensive things can get because they really can't go anywhere. So what do they charge for lot rent in those areas in North Dakota while you're up on the rigs? Works with the horizontal trail. And the indoor RV park was, whoa, $1,250 a month. Whew. I'm paying $400, and I think that's a little high. And for those of you who don't know, right now we're in about 2.5 miles from SeaTac Airport here in Washington State, which is about 35 minutes north of Seattle. So I'll give you an idea of where we're at. Oh, that's awesome. The company will pay for it. Well, I'm guessing Rob's not going to join us tonight. Oh, there he's typing. Whoop. Dang it. Jeez. Okay. Thanks, guys, for the chat. Chad says we'll have to come on the show next Saturday. Maybe we all can. Thanks. Okay. Oh, that's a place I haven't been to. I drove through Kentucky about 2004, 2005, on my way to Norfolk, Virginia. You have leak issues in your roof, Laura? I know with ours, when I first got it, they told us that there was a little issues in it. And when I went up there and doing some investigation into it, the whole side of our RV was completely, how do I say this nicely? It was a mess. We'll just leave it at that. What I ended up doing was taking all of the repair that they had put onto it. They had put a household white caulking in all the cracks from the very front of it all the way to the back. And I ended up taking all of that out and putting on this Dicor strips. And I put this all the way across it. And I probably got 200, 300 foot of this stuff up there. I went up there and pulled off all the stuff and then sealed it, resealed it with this. And then I used the Dicor on each side and sealed it so that it wouldn't come up at the wind. So That's what. It's not a cheap fix, but it's cheaper than replacing the roof. And it just peels. The one side peels off. It's got a plastic, and it's like the 3M tape. It's with the white on one side, and then there's a clear plastic piece that you pull off, and you can use that. If you want, I can send you a link to it. Just send me an email at 3tailsRV@gmail.com, and I will send you a link for it, along with the die core that we used. It's pretty simple stuff once you get up there and start looking at it and pulling stuff off. When I was putting in the vents, I noticed a lot of moisture up there where the previous person had put them in and they didn't put enough around it. There's tons of videos on YouTube on how to do that. It's nothing on a secret or something I held from anybody. I actually watched some videos on there. We looked at a couple RVs. One of them we looked at was the membrane type, and looked like somebody had taken a knife and slashed it from the back end all the way to the mid, and the guy was asking me. My email is 3tailsRV@gmail.com. Like I said, I'll find that and get that out to you. That's a quick, easy stuff. You can order it from Amazon. Pretty simple to use, and it's effective. Or you can use a die core. That's what I used around the fan when I put it in, also with the mounts. It's just a cocking gun. You just load it up and squirt it on, and it's good to go. Anytime, Laura. You can go to that route too. That's going to run you. Shoot. Let me do a quick search. Let's go to Amazon and I can look it up for you. Roof sealant. You turn a bond roof compound, $54. I'll get that one in a second. Liquid roof for RV coating, and it's repair for 1 gallon or only $73.03, and that's a per gallon. And there's all kinds of different stuff on it. So you can look up roof sealant in Amazon, and you can get a good idea for those too. But if you're fixing a small patches, I would use the Eternabond tape. That's the best stuff I found to use the other repair. But I can send you those links if you want. Just a quick email. All depends on what you want to do and how much is up there that you need to do. With mine, I ended up taking most of it apart and looking at it and realized there was a lot more damage than what they had said there was. So I wasn't too happy with them in the long run. The Eternabond tape Let's see, the Dicor Corporation depends on what type of roof you have too. It's $72.87 per gallon for the Dicor rubber roofing coating system, and it's $29.99 for the Ultra Bond white roof seal. That's the stuff that I showed you. That's this. So I hope that helps. Well, let's see, we're at 52 minutes, almost 53. Good stuff. Any other questions from anybody else? Any projects anybody working on? Okay. So we'll do a little plug here. If you want more information about different DIY products you can do on your RV, you can check us out at 3tailsRV. We also have a Facebook page at Passionate for RV Living. Check us out on Pinterest. And what else? Let's see. It's pretty bad I don't know where all my stuff is. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter. We'll also be doing these live chats 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Saturday nights. Run it for about an hour. Or you can check us out at 3tailsRV.com. A lot of information there, including the checklist that we went over at the beginning of this episode. Or if you have any other questions, you can contact me at 3tailsRV@gmail.com. And we'll do this again next week. As long as people are interested in it, we'll keep doing it. So I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. We're right at about an hour. So we'll wrap it up for this evening. Appreciate Laura, and Cold Toes. It's Lori. If I call her Laura, I'm going to get smacked. So, and hopefully we'll see you both next weekend. So until next time, live simple, live free, and enjoy the ride. Thanks for showing up tonight. All right, bye-bye.